Hey everyone, welcome back to Immediate Movie Reactions. I'm here after seeing Superman, the new James Gunn start of the DCEU. And this is a movie that I will say I'm not a big DC guy. I've said it before, primarily because of Superman. I just didn't understand the appeal of someone who is unstoppable, this force, this cosmic force. And I think what I need some sort of challenge provided to the hero that they have not really been able to do in any of the recent Superman movies. And I never really felt, with comic books that I have read, that they did that to my satisfaction, right? I like the little guys. I like the Spider-Mans. But this movie, despite my wanting it to maybe not be very good, was fantastic. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I loved it start to finish. I thought David Cornsweet, who plays Superman and Clark Kent in this, thought, he's a fine, everyday guy, but he was great. He had a great screen presence. He looked good. The suit was amazing. Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane was actually great. I loved what they did with Jimmy Olsen. It was funny. He was kind of the playboy. Why does everybody love him? All the hot girls looking for Jimmy. But they didn't really explain any of that. And I think that's kind of what I appreciated about this. It wasn't an origin story. They did tell you what happened. They kind of set a little bit up, but really they just went deep on the superhero sci-fi, just kind of crazy zaniness. I will have to say, just geek out a little bit, that if there is a black hole anywhere near the Earth, we are all dead. There is no way the spaghettification is going to destroy all matter that is anywhere near. But anyway, that's not what this film is about. It's about Superman trying to find his way in a world with social media and modern politics where the world doesn't necessarily all want him around. And how does he deal with that with a guy that still is literally saying, oh gosh darn it, right? Like, it's crazy the kind of old school feel that they're able to give Superman while also making him modern and giving him a challenge. I will say that I don't care for Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, even though he was fine. He had a couple monologues that were pretty good. The whole idea of, I'm not going to give too much away, but the whole idea of how he's able to challenge and defeat Superman. Hey everyone, quick two things that I forgot here. Number one, Ma and Pa Kent in this movie are the best representation of the Kents that I've ever seen on film or TV. They're absolutely amazing. Maybe the stars of this film. Number two, there are two end credit scenes, both of which I think are terrible and not worth sitting through. The second one is kind of funny, but I don't know that it's worth it. So if you see it, that's on you. I get sitting through, but man, this is like the end of Spider-Man with Captain America, and sometimes you wait and wait and wait, and then there's nothing. At least to a small degree, where, obviously the good guy is going to win in this. How he's able to do that kind of makes sense. It's kind of cool. I like the modern take on it. I thought that the dog was going to be so freaking stupid. I thought this movie is just going to be silly and goofy, but the dog was great. I thought the dog was fun. It was used just enough. And one of my worries with James Gunn is the idiosyncratic music, and I felt like it took away from a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But it worked super well in this. They only did it a couple of times, and it was just a perfect time. Even at the end of the movie, the song that comes in, I believe that this is a song that was created for the movie. I don't know the band, but it seems like it was a fictional creation. There are just a ton of drops in this with Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl, and I'm not going to go through everything. Mr. Terrific was terrific, right? I'm sorry, I stayed away from this movie is super pun, even though I guess I just did that. Sorry. But anyways, there's so much going on in this movie that I think if you are a huge fan of the universe and of the DC and all Superman and all of that, there's going to be so much, even small things like when they're on the thruway and, you see next exit, take left to go to Gotham City. Like, those small nods are cool. I think the fight scenes were well done, even though they did get a little cartoony and goofy at times. I think that the flight sequences were at times great and other times just really kind of bad and poorly done. The music, though, I thought, as I said, they stayed away from the songs that didn't really fit into the movie. And when they used the Superman theme, because there was a point where I was thinking, they need more, right? They need more of that Avengers score, that thing that is driving you. They did it just right, I thought, with this. Oh, it's so good. I'm going to go and give this boy, I was going to say 8, but I think I'm going 9. I think I'm going to go 9 with this movie. I could go back and watch this again, not right now, because it's really, really damn long. I don't know how long it was, but it felt really long. But I definitely do want to see this movie again, and do encourage you all to please go see it. This is not, everybody has said this is not Zack Snyder's DCEU. This is a fun, but also serious and heartwarming take on Superman. And I kind of loved it. So anyway, there we are. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you after the next movie.